the Oracle Evolution. Welcome or welcome back. Today we do have a collective message, or I have a collective message. Um, I was channeling the energy and I heard can't stop until we reach the finish line. Okay. So can't stop until we reach the finish line. Normally, what I do is I don't even ask what the topic is about. I just tap in with channeling the message to see, what energy comes in, right? But I was given the title, Can't Stop Until We Reach the Finish Line. And while I was setting up, I heard the numbers 4309. 4309. So if you would like to look up the spiritual meaning of 4309, you can. But for the channeling purposes of the topic that I got today, I went ahead and I did like a search for the number 4309. And I'm going to do some skimming to see like how this relates to the collective or what messages it is that you might need to hear. So, but the first thing right off, there was something to do with I don't know if someone is trying to pursue a particular dream. Someone is trying to like get their feet I'm hearing get their feet wet. So it could be that someone is like dabbling in or trying something new, but also there's a sense of like on the other end, there's someone that's trying to get their feet off the ground, right? So, and that kind of makes me think of someone having more of their head in the clouds, but it seems like there's an in between. So someone could be, if this is you, it could be that you might be dreaming of something, but you feel like, you haven't quite been able to have any lift off, so to speak. So maybe you have not made any progress, or maybe you have not started on whatever this is. You may not have started pursuing whatever this is. So the interesting thing about this number 4309 is that it talks about making sure that you're surrounding yourself with books, with videos, with music, with, anything and everything that is going to help you to boost your self-esteem, but also it is going to help you realize whatever your dream is, right? So it's kind of like if you are wanting, I guess I'll give the example, like if you are wanting a particular job, it's kind of like making sure that you're already, dressing the way that, whoever dresses, speaking the lingo of, like whatever that job is. And like the example that I can give is like, when I decided I wanted to go from being teacher to principal, like actually from day one, even before I spoke it, I made sure that I dressed as a principal. Like, whenever anyone came into any building of a school where I worked, they would ask me like, oh, who are you? Or they would want to know like what my title was, because I didn't dress like the typical teacher, because that was never my goal. So for someone, there's something to do with like, if there's something that you're trying to do, some goal that you're trying to reach, you need to already act the part, is what I'm hearing, or you need to already play the part. If you're not already doing that, that's what you need to focus on. But there's also a sense of like getting rid of things that prevent you or stifle you, or don't really measure up to whatever this is that you're wanting to do, or the goals that you're trying to reach. So I'm hearing someone's going to have to be really brave. So some of you guys might still be kind of hanging out with certain family members or certain friends, acquaintances. I don't know, like, your life, I don't know your life, but some of you guys are still kind of hanging out with or discussing things with people that are just not on your level. And by your level, I mean the level of what it is that you're trying to attain. Okay, so this may seem a little bit rough, but you cannot consort. I'm hearing consort with the enemy. Oh my gosh, it's not, never mind. That's what I heard. You can't consort with the enemy. So this could be that these are people that, maybe they're your friends right now for the level that you're on. Okay. But they may not necessarily support you at the level that you're trying to reach. So I'll give another, I guess, real life scenario based off of my past life. Not only did I dress like, I was already a principal, I was already a boss. Like that's how I dressed even when I was a teacher. The other thing is I didn't go into the break rooms, right? So for anyone that is in education, that's like one of the main things that they kind of try to tell you is like, don't, hang out in those break rooms, because a lot of the times what I'm hearing is that they actually break you. And what I feel like it breaks down like your level of creativity. It kind of, everyone starts to kind of conform to certain thoughts or ways of being. And, if you continue along that path, you just kind of become part of the sheeple, so to speak. And you start to lose sight of your hopes and dreams. It's like that's a place where dreams go to die, because you're going to have people that, you would think that they would be supportive of you, but they don't want you to move up. They don't want you to up level. They want you to stay exactly where you are, which is exactly where they are. Okay. So someone needs to just kind of face that. And if you truly want whatever this goal is, whatever this dream is that you're trying to bring into fruition, you're going to have to really be honest with yourself to determine like how bad do you really want it. Because if you're not willing to get rid of things that no longer serve you, people that no longer serve you, thoughts that no longer serve you, habits that no longer serve you, do you really want it? Okay. So let's see what else we get from this number 4309. Um, Okay, so this is another part for some of you guys. I don't know what it is that you do, or what you want to do. Some of you guys, maybe it has something to do with like content creation, or I don't know, who cares, right? Whatever it is that you are wanting to do, for you to realize this goal and this dream, from that number 4309, it says self-inspiration is crucial. It is critical, which means that if you are trying to, I guess I'll give the example. Like if you're trying to be an influencer or a content creator, and you have like your favorite influencers or your favorite content creators that you watch, don't imitate them. Don't do what they do. Don't copy what they do. It's okay to be inspired. Really, I just feel like you should just be doing your own thing. Like whoever you are, you're meant to do something completely different. So like if you have I don't know why I'm hearing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but like if you're getting some like really, what someone might consider to be like a weird spin on something, or the way that you think about things is completely, I'm hearing the word zany, but the way that you think about certain topics or things is like completely opposite from other people, then you need to express that. Okay, you need to embrace that, and you need to roll with that. You don't have to be like, everyone else. I know that for a lot of things that have to do with like social media, you have to follow trends, right? Like if you want to really get out there, if you want to really get popular, it's basically you're seeing like one person. I'm hearing a clone, right? It's like you see one person, and it's like here comes all of the clones, right? All of the clones, and they are just essentially repeating what that one person is doing. It's like copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And so I feel like someone is tempted to become a clone. But you were not created to be a clone. You were not designed to be a clone. Will it take you more work? Perhaps. Okay. But yeah, you're not meant to be a clone. I feel like if you decide that you're going to just kind of conform and do whatever this is that you're tempted to do that everyone else is doing, I don't feel like, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel like it's not going to work out in your favor, because it goes against who it is that you are and what it is that you're meant to do. I feel like you are meant to go against the grain. So, yeah. It says you won't get satisfaction. Exactly. Like if you're imitating other people, it's not going to satisfy you. So even if you get temporary results, it's kind of like you wouldn't be able to be successful at it if you're not satisfied with whatever this is that you're doing, because it's kind of like you're, in essence, you're lowering your vibration, you're lowering your frequency, because it's just not who you are. It's not what you want. So there's something to do with that, like, how satisfied you are, how happy you are, how inspired you are. That plays a huge role in your ultimate success. Okay. I feel like someone needs to experiment with that just a little bit. Try doing some things that you just love to do. I'm hearing a burner account. So it could be that maybe you have, one account where you're following, you're being a sheeple. Sorry, you're doing what other people do, right? And see how that goes. But on the other end, have like a burner account where you do whatever the heck it is that you want to do. And it's like, try it out and see which one garners you the most success. I feel like in the long run. This is about the long run. Yeah. Yeah. What else? I'm looking at my phone, you guys, for that. I did look up, like I said in the beginning, I looked up the 4309. So I'm here, I'm looking at my phone. It also says for you to make a lot of mistakes. Like, be okay with making mistakes. I don't know if someone has a thing where like you feel like you have to be perfect, because yes, a lot of the times, especially with, the world that we're living in where everyone seems to be perfect, the key word is seems. Um I feel like whoever you are, you're going to learn the absolute most from your mistakes, and you might see that that has been a pattern. It almost feels like the mistakes that you've made are going to get you a whole lot further than, when you got things kind of right, so to speak, the first time. I feel like I don't know. For some of you guys, you are supposed to do something where you are teaching others based off of your mistakes, based off of what you've learned from your mistakes. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything else with this number 4309. And if not, I'm going to go ahead and, um, okay. There's something to do with like your level of productivity. Um, you have to get active. You have to take action. Like nothing is going to just fall from the sky. Whoever you are, you have to take action. When do you stop? When you reach the finish line. When you feel like you've accomplished everything it is that you wanted to accomplish, stop. But until then, the guidance is for you to just keep going. Okay. Let's see what we can channel. And you guys, just a heads up, just a warning. Everyone is a little bit different with how they receive messages, with how they channel messages. I am a channeler. I do have another channel where I use cards. That's purely for me, right? Because I just wanted to use cards on that channel. This one I used to use cards when I first started, when I started on my path of, like discovering who I am and what my gifts are and, what I'm meant to do. At the end of the day, I channel. I'm a channeler. I don't need cards. They're purely for show, because a lot of people, they don't even believe unless they see like some little paper cards. So, yeah. But I don't need them and I don't use them for this channel. So if that makes you uncomfortable, thanks for watching up until this point. So while I channel, I might sway. I don't know what I do, you guys. I mean, I know that I sway, so I'm going to use, I have a pen. I'm going to use automatic writing if necessary. Yeah, so I'll just stop talking about it, I guess, and just, okay, messages. What does the collective need to know? It just says more time is needed. Why is more time needed? Yes, okay. So more time is needed. What I'm getting is that you need to put more time and effort and energy into whatever this is that you're trying to manifest into reality. Okay. So examples would be you're trying to get a job. You need to put more time and effort and energy into either updating your resume, filling out applications, networking. You only you are going to know like what it is that you're doing versus, what you could do a little bit more of. Okay, so that's one example. If you are trying to do something with obviously like, social media, um, someone needs to post more. And someone needs to look at their analytics. So like if those numbers are important to you, and you're getting frustrated by not seeing growth in your on your account, on your channel, on your whatever, someone needs to put a little bit more time into looking at their actual channel analytics, their actual statistics. Someone also needs to put more time into just showing up on on your platform of choice. Okay. If someone is wanting to date, like someone is looking for a, life partner, someone's ready for marriage or, like a committed relationship, um, someone needs to put more time and effort into being social. Okay. I'm hearing not on the internet. Someone needs to put more time into being social, like face to face, like conversations, like getting to know people. I feel like someone needs to be a whole lot more realistic in the time frames that they are allotting um, with, like dating or something like that. Some of you guys need to put more time, energy, and effort into vetting. I'm hearing the word candidates, but someone needs to put more time, energy, and effort into vetting the people that you are dating. Okay. So that's another example. Something to do with if someone is wanting to do like acting or I'm hearing stage fright. So I don't know if someone wants to be an actor, an actress, but at the same time, like you suffer from stage fright. I feel like the more that you just like put yourself out there, going back to that message about mistakes, right? Maybe it's kind of like you need to audition for a lot more parts. Um, just kind of putting yourself out there, maybe for like maybe if you want to start with small parts and then just gradually um larger roles. I mean, I don't know anything about acting, you guys, but I feel like it's going to be some type of confidence booster, right? I feel like there was a message in there for you about, remember when I said don't imitate other people? If you have like a famous actor or actress um, that you, oh, I don't like that word. I was about to say someone it's like idolize, you cherish, you worship. First of all, don't idolize or worship anyone, but it's kind of like, you're trying to imitate them to some degree. So that initial message of like, don't imitate other people. You put your own spill on whatever this is that you want to do. Do not imitate anyone else. Okay. For some, yeah, for someone that is into like acting or something, if you feel like you're not getting certain roles and you feel like you are doing like really good at it, what someone doesn't realize is you're doing very good for the person that you're imitating. You're doing good for like imitating that person, but you're not that person. That person already exists. They don't need another whoever this is that you're wanting to imitate. They need a you, whoever you are. So someone needs to show up as themselves. And I feel like, if you're doing auditions and it's not working out, they see that you're imitating someone else. And that is definitely, I'm not even in acting or anything, but I feel like it's frowned upon. Okay. So, what else? Is there anything else with, okay, let's see if there are any other messages. Any other messages? Yes. Okay, what else do we need to know? What is that? Something about wasted. Hold on. I don't know if someone is spending a lot of time like partying. So it's almost like there's a sense of like someone could be wasting time partying when you could be kind of pouring into whatever this is that you want for yourself. But I also feel like for someone, if you're getting wasted at parties, remember that we're in a digital age, right? Um, Everything that you do, I'm hearing, can and will be used against you. So I feel like if you are getting wasted and it won't look, it's like there's something to do with like people having cameras and people video recording you. For someone, wherever it is that you're wanting to go, like what you're wanting to accomplish in your life, you don't need some type of crazy video to come back and, bite you in your rear end, right? So if you are either getting wasted at parties, like be mindful of that. And if you are wasting your time at parties instead of focusing on and investing in, your goals, yeah, you need to stop doing that as well. What else? I'm hearing no time for fake ones. I feel like we've already talked about that. So I don't know if this is to re-emphasize to someone. Okay, so before I was talking about like vetting, like for someone, if you're wanting like a relationship, you're wanting committed relationships, like maybe you're tired of the dating scene, or like you just want your solid, whatever relationship. And I talked a little bit about, making sure that you're vetting people, taking out more time to vet people. This feels like it has more to do with friends and friendship. Someone needs to make sure that they're vetting the people that they're allowing into their life, into their energy, into their space, even as friends. Okay. Yeah. There's no need to have friends just for the sake of having friends. seems completely random, but there's something about someone's mama said to get a better phone to work with. So if someone is working off of their phone, someone's working with their phone, um, you could have a passed over um, mother that sees you working hard. I would think that you're doing something probably, like online, and that has something to do with your goal, but someone is not investing in, their craft, or someone is not investing in themselves. You might just be like, I don't want to say cheap, but I don't know. I feel like someone may have a goal of like, oh, I'll get a better phone when I get, this many, subscribers, or this much money, or this much whatever. And someone is being guided to just get a better phone. Um, yeah, just go ahead and get a better phone now. So for whatever this is that you do, it might make a huge difference in the quality of whatever you do. Okay. Anything else? No. All right, so that's what we have. Again, the initial message was can't stop until we get to the finish line. So if someone is thinking about quitting, that message is definitely for you. Do not quit, do not give up. You're going to make it, um, but you won't know that if you quit before you reach the finish line. So I hope that this message was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. I love you, and have a beautiful and fantabulous rest of your day. Bye now. Mwah.